Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're happy. I think about you all the time. Hey, today I want to talk to you about how to pass over and receive a fixed open bladed knife. What I mean by fixed open blade knife is it's not a pocket knife where the blade folds into the body of the handle, or like a switchblade where the blade comes out and it's contained in here so that you can put it in your pocket. No, an open fixed bladed knife is more like a Bowie style knife. And it's important to know how to hand this to someone. It's also important to know how to receive it from someone, because either person could get hurt depending on how you do it, all right? On a fixed blade knife, the blade is fixed open. It's always open. It doesn't fold or anything like that. I say style because it's not really a Bowie knife. It has a lot of features that are missing to make it a true Bowie knife, but this is good for the example. The Bowie knife was designed by Resin Bowie in the 1800s. It was then made famous by his brother Jim Bowie in the historic sandbar fight. It did so well in the sandbar fight that the knife was named after the Bowie brothers. So that's why they call it a Bowie knife to this day. So, a couple of terms. Okay, first of all, this is the handle, obviously. You know, that's where you grab it. This is the ground or sharpened edge. And this end here, that's the whole end is called the point, and the very end of that is called the tip. All right, and on the back side here, on a Bowie knife, the back side is not sharpened, okay? There are some double-edged knives. We're not talking about that today. We're only talking about the Bowie style knife. So this edge here is not sharpened. This is called the spine. Just like the spine in your back, it gives rigidity to your body. Well, so does the spine on a Bowie knife, and it's not sharpened. Okay, important to know these terms. Okay, so let's say, for example, you're at elk camp, and some guy's carving up some backstrap or whatever, and he wants to borrow your knife. And you say, oh yeah, sure, okay. Well, it's natural for you to have the handle, for anybody to have the handle. And so what would be the next natural thing is just to hand them the knife. So you can see that handing it to them like that, that would be very dangerous to them. You're presenting them the tip, the point, and also the ground sharpened edge. And then the other thing that's dangerous for them is they might actually try to grab the blade. Okay, this whole thing here is the blade, all right? They might try to grab the blade. Well, that means they're going to exposing their hand to the sharpened edge and the tip and everything else. So how do you hand another man a knife? Well, you remember the back side is called the spine, and it's not sharpened? You can grab that and hand it to them like this. That presents the handle to them, all right? That way they can grab the handle, and once they do, you don't slide your hand down the blade, because now you're exposing yourself to the tip and the sharpened edge and all that stuff. You hand it to them, they grab the handle, and you pull your hand away this way. So again, you hand it to them like this, they grab the handle, you take your hand off like this, then they can do whatever they want. Now, just as important, when you receive a knife, the first thing, if he hands it to you like this, you don't take it that way. Don't receive a knife from someone that's giving it to you by the point, okay? If they're presenting the blade to you, don't take it from them, okay? Have them turn it around. If they're an outdoorsman like you and they pursue outdoorsman skills, they probably know how to handle a blade. So they grab it by the spine and they present it to you, all right? Well, a lot of people will just pull the knife out, okay? Well, now you risk cutting him by doing that, okay? When he presents that knife to you, you grab the handle and then you don't move. You just hold it right there and you let him move his hand away from the blade, and then you can have the handle. So all of this that I've just told you is important for two big reasons. First of all, you don't want to hurt anyone. And on that, you really don't want to hurt anyone when you're two days back in on hunting camp. Okay, then you're in real trouble, all right? You don't want to get anybody hurt. But there's a second reason, and this second reason is really important to me, and it's important to me that I convey it to you. Outdoorsmen and masculine skills, they're getting more and more rare day by day. And on outdoorsman skills, guys that pursue outdoorsman skills, they can recognize those skills in other outdoorsmen like yourself. Other outdoorsmen like yourself are going to be watching you to see what your skills are like in the outdoors. And they'll do that until they are familiar with your skills and comfortable with them. You want to gain the respect of fellow outdoorsmen, and proper handling of blades is one of those ways to get that respect. So when you want to hand a blade to a fellow outdoorsman, you grab the spine, you present the handle, let them grab it, you pull your hand away. When they hand it back to you, you grab the handle and don't move. Let them pull their hand away, then you can do whatever you want with the knife. Anyway, hope that helped. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I say, I think about you guys all the time. I hope you guys stay well and healthy and safe always, and I love you.